Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to DAZ Reacts, and today I have my first Josh Wolf reaction video for you. And in this one, he talks about his son ate my weed, and I'm presuming they're the edible ones. I'm presuming it's not the weed that you put inside a roll up. But yeah, I've told stories on here about like my experience smoking weed, and they're not been good experiences. There's only been a couple, honestly, and they was both when I was teenagers, and I can't touch it. It doesn't agree with me. I think the last time I was talking about it when I was done the Cat Williams weed is getting stronger, but yeah, it just doesn't agree with me. I had some comments back on that actually, people saying that it probably wasn't so much the weed, it was more the fact that like I was pissed out of my head and then started to smoke it, so it could have been that, but who knows. But yeah, Josh Wolf, he's a new comedian. I haven't reacted to him, to be honest. I'd never heard of him, so I'm hoping that he is hilariously funny and I found a new comedian that I can react to. But until we get into it, I'm not going to know. If you are a Josh Wolf fan and there's any other videos that you want me to react to of his, or if there's any other comedians that you enjoy watching that I haven't done on the channel yet, please do let me know in the comments down below and I will add them to the list. But until then, let's get into this.
I love the fact that weed is legal in California, and I love that it's recreational here. I will say, the one thing I don't like that you can be 18 and get your medical license. I think it should be 21 across the board. Mostly because I have older kids, and I ran into one of my sons in my weed store. And I walked in and I go, "Hey man," and he goes, "Oh hey." I go, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I think the same thing you're doing here, right?" And then he put his wallet away. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, you're here. You're buying, right?" We didn't just leave your Little League game, man. You know what I mean? This isn't Baskin and Robbins. I'm not buying you 3 scoops of OG Kush, motherfucker. That's not how this works. Is he here? Is he here? He's not here? Okay. He's here. He's in the back. I gotta tell you a story he hates, okay? Okay, so one night I had my edibles in my drawer and he stole one. Now I will tell you, my wife said, "How do you know he stole one?" And I said, "You clearly don't do drugs." Yo, anybody who does Xanax knows exactly how many fucking bars are in that bottle at your house right now. Like, if you do drugs and someone moves something, you're like, "Who the fuck moved that? Who the fuck moved that?"
That honestly counts for everything. That like I have that addictive personality. Like, it's weird because at some point in my life I've been addicted to one thing or another. Like, it started when I was young and it was just like the cans of Dr. Pepper, and as things got older, like I became addicted to smoking, and I became addicted to alcohol, and then when I stopped with the alcohol I became addicted to Boost, and then when I quit smoking I became addicted to mints. Yeah, I have a very like addictive personality, and it is the case. I know exactly how many I've got. I can tell you exactly how many cans of Boost that I've got in my fridge right now, and I will know if someone's touched them. And when I was a smoker I knew exactly how many cigarettes I had in my pack. That it's not as bad as like I know exactly how many mints I've got in my tin. That's just bad. But yeah, it is the case for an addict that you know your stash very well.
So he stole one of my Chiba Chews, okay? Now listen, he's used to like a 70 milligram quad dose. I eat the Deca dose, all right? So he doesn't know what the fuck he's getting into. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll just go down. Maybe I'll just go down and see if he's high or if he's taking it yet. So I go down into his room. I open the door, and he's shirtless on his bed doing this. I go, "What are you doing, man?" He goes, "Just trying to figure something out." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Oh, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't understand." go, why don't you try me? And he was like, oh, okay, but it's gonna sound crazy. And I go, try me. And he goes, well, the first thing I need to know is, can you hear this? I said, I cannot. He goes, well, then you can't help me. So his head's been down this whole time. And I go to him, I go, hey man, stop for a second. Stop and just talk to me. And you know, when you're that high and you're doing something this weird, I mean, for all he knows, like, he thinks he's saving the world just by doing it. You know what I mean? So
See, that's the thing though, that like for getting high, that, like I said, it's been a long time since I've got high, but for me, my experience was completely different, because I've seen people getting high and I've seen them doing stupid things and acting weird and acting like funny and not realizing what they're doing and things like that. It never had that effect for me. That, like, for me, like, weed, I know these are edibles and things like that, they probably have different effects, and like, I don't know what the hell I smoked. Like, I know it was weed, I don't know if it was the strong stuff or whatever, but like, for me, it was just blackout. It was honestly like smoking it and then remember like the next like few minutes or whatever, and then after that it was just complete and utter blackout. Waking up. Do you know that, I don't know if you've ever done it, where you've gone out and you've been drinking or you've been smoking weed or whatever, and then you're having fun or whatever, wherever you are, whether you're in a club or you're at your mates or whatever, and you're having fun, and then in the blink of an eye, the next thing you know, you're waking up at home on your sofa and you think like, how the hell did I get here? That's been my experiences with weed. So yeah, I've known a couple of people to act like the way his son was acting when high and also when drunk. But yeah, this for me, I had a completely different experience.
he thinks he's saving the world just by doing it. You know what I mean? So I go, just stop for a second, man. He goes, uh-oh. He goes, I don't know if I should. It's gonna be fine. He goes, okay. And he looks up just like this. Like Jack Nicholson had just been dumped in that vat of chemicals in Batman. You know what I mean? And I go, how's it going? He goes, pretty good. And I said, what are you doing? He was like, you know, just hanging out. And I go, hey, did you steal one of my edibles? He goes, I don't know what that is. I go, an edible is food with weed in it. He goes, oh, that sounds delicious. He said, I'd like to try one of those someday. I'm like, I bet you would. I go, you didn't steal one of my edibles? He goes, no, no. I go, you didn't steal it? He goes, no, I didn't steal it. And then I look down his trash can, and the fucking wrapper is right there in the And I go, what's that? He goes, oh, I stole it. I stole your edible. I stole it. And he goes, I'm so glad you saw that wrapper. I'm so high, I can't fake it anymore. Oh, he's so dumb.
I like this. This was funny. That, like, again, like I've said it before, I like a comedian that when they get talking, they get me thinking about my past and they get me talking about my past and things like that. So that's what I like about a comedian. And he's very funny as well. Like I said, this is the first time reacting to him. So I'm very interested now to find out, like, to watch more of what he's done. And I've got a few on the list. I've added a few to my list of what he's done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to them. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a really nice first introduction. That I'm sure the more and more that I watch of him, I'll find out more about him and his kids and for what he does and everything. That I have no absolutely. This is another thing. When I do a new comedian or a new artist on the channel, I like it when the fans come onto the comments and like to just give me the complete rundown of them, and I get a lot of it, and I really do appreciate it. And I enjoy reading it. So yeah, if you are a fan of Josh and you know his backstory or whatever, let me know in the comments down below. I always look forward to reading them. But guys, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave any of your requests in the comments down below. Until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Be kind. See you in the next one.